fam. Yeah, welcome back to my YouTube channel. How have you been? How has everything been? I hope you have been good. All right, so let's just jump into today's class. So today we'll be looking at May 2024 diet, the just concluded ICAN case study that was just written in May. So we're going to be looking at it together. We're going to be analyzing it together in this class. So a lot of students came to my DM, and congratulations to those that were able to make it and those that got qualified. Congratulations once again to you. And to those of us that still have like one or two left, don't worry about it. God is in control. Everything's going to be fine. So the reason why I created this video basically is to help everyone out there that still needs to brush up some parts. So this video is going to help us to go into the case study, see what the case study was really about, then help us to also know the areas that needs correction so that in the future or in subsequent case study exams, you will know that, oh wow, this was the mistake I made. You understand? Because the first step to solving a problem is actually identifying the problem. You understand? Okay, what's the problem? Then we'll be able to know the solution. So this video is to help many of us that still needs to brush up some areas so that we'll be able to know where the problem was actually where the problem actually came from, so that you will not make that same mistake in the next case study exam. All right, so I'll just be brushing up through the preseen and the unseen. I know we did it, we talked in fact at length about the preseen in our live preseen class just before the ICAN May 2024 diet, but we'll just be talking a little about it. So I'm going to be brushing up. I'm not going to be spending too much time, but I'm going to be brushing up. We'll just be looking at it, just scan through, just to see what it was really about. So basically, the case study was about Spicey Confectionery Limited. That was the name of the company that we're told to assess. And you were John Adesola, you're working for Osayeme Adelowo, and you were supposed to prepare a report for Spicy Confectionaries Limited. And we're able to establish that this is an external report because you work for Osayeme Adelowo Chukuranko, but you are preparing a report for Spicy. So this is an external report. So you are given information about your responsibilities. We talked about that at length in our life class. And then we were told about the history of the Spicy, what it's about, how many factories they have, the products they are producing, who they are supplying to. We're also given information about the business structure, where we're told that they have a simple business structure where they have a head office, then they have two divisions, the customer sales and distribution, and the manufacturing and supplies division. So this is just a simple business structure where, okay, we have a head office and then we have two divisions basically. Then the first division was the customer sales and distribution that deals with basically selling and distributing of the products that the company produces, and then they distribute through the stores, franchises, online sales. Then we're also giving a lot of information about the manufacturing and supplies division. That's the second division, where we're informed that they basically deal with purchasing and manufacturing of the supplies, purchasing of manufacturing supplies. Pardon me, and then the actual products manufacturing. That's what basically they deal with, and then they supply internally and externally. Then we're told that the divisions are investment centers and they have the limited capital investments of 10 million, that anything above 10 million must be first authorized by the head office. Then we're also given information about the number of stores they have. They have 30 stores, 20 franchises, they're operating very well. Then information about the business growth strategies. The business growth strategies, where we're told that they want to, one of the strategies to expand the range of customers through a like development of spices markets and products. So this was also seen, we emphasized this in our class, but this was also seen in the preseen, in the unseen rather, where we're told that they actually did want to expand their customers, their markets, and their products. You understand? So we'll be looking at that shortly. Then they also want to enhance the customer experience. Then the vision, we're given the vision, we're given the mission, we're told the culture, the business model, the sustainability and the corporate social responsibility that Spicy actually upholds sustainability. All right, so the reason why I'm scanning through all this is because I know that in our life class, we actually talked about it. We digested and broke down. So I don't really want to waste too much time on it. We just is the on thing that would okay look at because that's kind of new, right? All right. So then we're giving information about the confectionery markets. That's like okay, the industry, and we're told that oh, the industry is actually promising. You understand that? Or there's a projected growth. We're told the segments in the market, the product type, segmented by product type, age group, price points, distribution channel, and we're also giving all of that information. Basically, they kept telling us that oh, the Nigerian confectionery market is projected to grow, and the likes like that. And we're also told that COVID-19 had a significant impact on the confectionery market. So basically, that was the theoretical information that was given in the preseen. They were given a summarized financial statement. A summarized financial statement. And this was for 2021 and 2022. And that was basically what we had in the preseen. So now let's now talk about what we haven't talked about yet. Right? The unseen. That's the important part that was not talked about yet. So the exhibits that we're given emails, we're giving strategic development, introduction of diabetic chocolate into the market. In the pre-scene, we're told about medicated confectionery, that is a promising, should we call, segment now, something in the market, or promising products that people actually want to buy. So they want to actually introduce it into the market. And then a strategic acquisition. These were the exhibits that we're given. All right, so let's go and look at the first exhibit in the unseen. So, as part of our strategic, spicy strategic objectives, it plans to expand to the South region. So, we looked at the business growth strategies and we saw that one of the things that they said that they wanted to do was expand their product market. Sorry, expand their market and customer base, right? So now this company now they're telling us now that they want to expand to the South the South region of Nigeria. So they want to expand, and they have identified two companies. So the two companies that they want to identify, although they are actually um, they are spying on, or they are trying to see if they can have some form of collaboration with, is Eat Right and Smoothie Chocolatey. And these companies are in Port Harcourt. And let's not forget that in the unseen, they're telling us that, I think in the pristine rather, I think they were telling us something like, let's 176, okay. They were telling us something like, I think they said something about, is it Lagos now? Was it Lagos that the company is currently existing in? I think Lagos something. So now they are trying to expand to the South region. Let's just look at that quickly. They're trying to expand to the South region. So this is in line with their growth strategies because it's actually is outside now. Look at, they have a factory in Lagos. You understand? They have a factory in Lagos and they're particularly in Abuja and Lagos. You understand? So this is actually in line with their business growth strategy, which is to expand their market and their products, because now if they're going to the South region, that means they're not yet there. So they want to actually possibly acquire either of these two companies. You understand? Possibly acquire either of these two companies. Okay, should we acquire A or B in order to achieve our growth strategy? So that what they're trying to consider. All right, so we're looking at a possible acquisition here. So we're now further told that Spicy would want us to evaluate the 2022 financials. So they gave us the 2022 financials of the both companies. So we're going to be doing a financial statement analysis here. And then the company also wants to introduce a new product, diabetic chocolate. So there's a new product that they want to introduce, diabetic chocolate. All right, into the market. Dorcas, the CFO of Spicey, has provided financial data in respect to this product in Exhibit 8. So in Exhibit 8, we have the financial data that we need to actually analyze these two companies. All right. So the board of Spicey, as usual, is asking for our evaluation and viability or otherwise of introducing the new products based on the financial number. So they want to know, okay, should we actually introduce this new products? That's so they're giving us the information in Exhibit 8. So the board of Spicy want us to evaluate the extent with which extent Spicy sales development strategies could assist in achieving these two objectives using answer product growth matrix. So these are telling us to use this model to actually assess it to see, okay, what are the sales development strategies? How do we achieve this? How does this align with our objectives? So we're going to use answers product market growth matrix. So they now broke down the requirements. They want us to what? Evaluate the 2022 financials of each right and smoothie chocolate using the specified ratio. So in this particular case study, unlike other case studies that, oh, we can actually decide to do whatever ratio we want to do, this particular case study specified the ratios that we should do. So even if you know 5,000 ratios and you do 5,000 ratios that are not the specified ratios, you will not get any marks. So that's one thing that I used to say, that assimilating of information is 20% of your grade. So you have to calm down, actually read your preseen and unseen very, very well. Don't rush to write. Because now some students were like, oh, they did ratios, they don't know how they failed, they don't know why they failed. Yes, you did ratios, and your ratios were correct. Your formulas were correct, your answers were correct. But was that what the question required? So you have to follow the requirements, and the first step to succeed in any exam, case study, not case study, or whatever, is following the instruction. Instructions are part of exams, like they say. You understand? So we should use the ratios to what recommend which company should acquire. Then they should what we should evaluate the viability of the proposed introduction of the diabetic chocolate into the market. So we should check, okay, this diabetic chocolate, okay, how is it going to, we should evaluate the viability, how is it going to impact us, what are the financial details, we should recommend the quantity that should be produced in the first 3 months, given the constraints. So in this case, we have some constraints. We have some constraints. We don't have the total capacity. So based on the constraints, what are the quantity, or what quantity of product should be produced in the first 3 months? So they want us to actually look at that. And then finally, they want us to use the ANSOF's product matrix to evaluate the extent to which spicy sales development strategies could assist in achieving the two strategic objectives. You understand? So these are this is the broken down requirements. But obviously we have two requirements, not three. So, and I always say that your report should comprise of how do you know your requirements? A lot of students ask, how do I know my requirements? See, they'll always put something like that, like this. Please draft for my review a report submitted to so 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 so. So in most case studies, if I'm going to use another highlighting this into illuminate this so that you can see this. So in every case study, like I've looked at a lot of case study, you will see it in most case studies. They'll say, please draft my review, blah blah blah. Then you see number one, number two. That's usually your requirements. And some students were arguing, it's internal report, it's not an external report. Now I said, okay, no problem. Even if you're not sure, from your preseen, you will know if it's an internal or external report. But even if you're not sure, wait till you get your unseen, or wait till you get your unseen rather. Then when you get your unseen, just before the requirement, you always see, who am I preparing the report for? You're preparing the report for Spicy Confectionery, the board of Spicy Confectionery Limited. And the question is, who are you working for? You're working for Osayeme, I don't know what. You understand? So you're not preparing for Osayeme, I don't know what. You're preparing for Spicy, the board of Spicy. So that's basically telling you that it's an external report. This is just an additional confirmation in that sense. So the first thing told us that we should evaluate the 2022 financials. So this is a financial statement analysis. So requirement 1 is a financial statement analysis. So we evaluate the financials using the specified ratios, and then we recommend which one they should acquire. Then the second requirement is what? We evaluate the viability of the what? Of the introduction of the diabetic chocolate. So we're going to look at, so this is what? Introduction of a product. So this is a financial data analysis. So we're going to be looking at a product. We're going to be analyzing the product, talking about the quantity that should be sold in 3 months, using answer growth matrix, evaluating extent to it. So basically, they have compressed all what they want us to do. These 3 things that they told us to do here. these three things that we're told to do here, they have compressed it into two requirements. So most times your case study will have two requirements. So requirement one usually is the financial statement analysis, and requirement two is usually the financial data analysis. But I use the word usually because I don't want you to cram usually, because it might not be the case. But then in this situation, we actually have that. We are doing financial statement analysis here. How do I know it's a financial statement analysis? Once the information that you need to solve the question is going to be taken from the financial statement, then it's a financial statement analysis. Because now we're evaluating the financial statement. So if we're going to evaluate the financial statement, that means what? We are what? Going to use information on the financial statement. So that's the financial statement analysis. And then second one is the introduction of the chocolate, diabetic chocolate. Okay. All right. So in this case, we're not giving any ultimatum like, oh, submit a report in 2 weeks or whatever. So let's see if we have any of that in the subsequent information. All right. So they gave us another email, top of the day to you. I hope this email meets you well. In line with our strategic objective of expanding our operations in the South region, they have identified two companies in Port Harcourt, Eat Right and Smoothie Chocolating. The board wants you to evaluate the financial statement attached to the email using the word specified. They keep emphasizing specified ratios, specified. So please, exam information, instruction is part of exam. So please, and then we should recommend the one that they should acquire. Then we should also look at the products, diabetic chocolatey, and tell them, give our recommendations basically, and the products, how many they should produce in the first 3 months. And furthermore, we should also use ANSOS growth matrix to tell them the extent to which Spicey sales development strategies could actually help us in achieving these objectives. Now, they say that they look forward to receiving our reports on the above in the next 1 month. So they're telling us now, in the next 1 month, they look forward to what? Receiving our reports. And the board would like to review our report in the next meeting, coming up in the third week of November, where the 2024 plan would be approved. So now, when was this report given to us? Let's go and check the date. Okay. Let's go and check the email. The email was dated when? Okay, 17th October 2023. 17th October 2023. So now, instruction, assimilation of information is very, very important. Assimilation of information is very, very important. Now, the email on this project or this instruction, or whatever you're going to call it, was given on the 17th of October 2023. And we're told that what? We should submit our reports in the next 1 month. Because what in the third week of November, they want to what? They want to actually do it their meeting. So now we have 7 days in a week. So third week will be like 21st. It may be less than, more than, as the case may be. Let's just say third week is 21st of November, because 7 days a week, right? So week 1, week 2, 14, week 1, 7 days, week 2, 14 days, week 3, 21 days. So let's just say on the 21st is their meeting, right? And they have given us the reports on the 23rd of October, and they're having meeting on the 21st of November. So know that your dates that you're submitting your report should be in between that time. So you can have something like 14th of November, you can have something like 12th of November, you can have something like 18th of November. So something close to or just before that meeting date. And it's 2023. So now, if you're not sure, so what am I trying to say in essence? That follow instructions. The instruction said submit your report 1 month before, or in the next 1 month, right? So in the next 1 month. And now the information was given to you 17th of October 2023. So in the next 1 month should be like 17th of November 2023. But you wrote the exam, the actual reality, the date that you wrote the exam was in May 2024. But then you have to follow instructions. But then a lot of students say, I'm not sure. How do I calculate? What if I'm not sure? What if I'm not? Then if you're not sure, just use your exam dates. That's just a safe thing to do. If you're not sure of the dates, if you're not sure of how to follow this instruction, if you are confused, go with your examination date, the date in reality, the date you're writing that exam in reality, 16th of May 15th of May 2024, 16th of May 2024, 21st of May 2024. But the date you're writing the exam in reality, write it there on your cover page. Now, the date I'm talking about is the date on your cover page. Oh. If you are not sure, just go with your examination date. But I'd rather you follow instructions because assimilating and using information is 20%. So it's better to use your information well. Because the question said, submit your report in 1 month. Well, let's not spend too much time there. I hope you understand. If you have any question, see, just go to my comment section, ask your questions. I'll be there to answer your questions. And if you probably need further help, if you need further explanation or instructions about case study, just send me a email. I'll be attaching my email, my WhatsApp number, and my email address to the description in this video. You can reach out to me. I'm always there to attend to you. Please just reach out to me on WhatsApp or reach out to me on email. You understand? So please, I'll be there to attend to you anytime. You can purchase our books. So we have books, um, practical books. Where I solved 5 years past question from November 2021 to November 2023. The cover page, executive summary, the financial analysis, the appendix, everything is there in that book. You can purchase it as well. And if you know you want theoretical information, or how do I learn the structure of case study? How do I know what case study is about? I also have a book on that. You can purchase that. So that will help you to aid your learning. That will help you to what? Know more about what case study is about. If you have any question, just drop it in the comment section. I'll be here to attend to your question. You understand? So, but please, instructions are part of exam. All right. Then we're given information about the strategic developments. In order to achieve our strategic objectives, we have decided to expand their online. To want to expand their online channels. In the preseen, we're told that they're actually doing online. And as I want to expand our online channels to increase sales to corporate clients, external stores, supermarkets, and then these sales will yield higher margin than achieved through sales in Spicey's own stores. And the boss also wants to acquire a chain of stores in Port Harcourt to also expand their business in the South region of Nigeria. I know the South region of Nigeria, that's the place that they're trying to expand to, right? And then they'll continue to develop through the delivery of the two strategic objectives as previously stated. You know that this was given to us in the preseen as well. A lot of people say, hey, preseen is rubbish, it's not useful. It's useful, please. All this information was given to us in the preseen. This was the business strategic objectives that they were given. So these two business objectives now they're telling us now that what? They want to achieve it. And to achieve this, that's why they are going into what? Expansion of their online market. That's why they are going into the Port Harcourt market, the South market in the first place, because we want to achieve these two business objectives. And I emphasized in our live class that no matter what they want to do, no matter the requirements they give you, it will definitely be centered around their objective. Because a company cannot say we want to go left. That's our objective, our plan, our aim, our vision is to going left. And I'm telling you that they want to take a business that will take them right. It's not possible. They will always move in alignment with their objectives. All right, so then the Spicy sales development strategies too. They told us that they own business franchise in Lagos and Abuja. All this information was given to us in the preseen. And then they believe that retail stores are also important and vital for sales channel, you understand? And then they decided that investments in retail stores and employees must be made to improve the customer experience and brand image. This will be achieved through engaging better with customers in retail stores and providing a wide range of high quality products. So that's basically telling us that currently they're operating in Lagos and Abuja, which they emphasize in the preseen. And then that was they believe that through his own stores, through vital sales, through investments in retail stores, investments in their employees, they'll be able to improve their customer image, they'll be able to improve their brand, they'll be able to deliver more, achieve more. You understand? So in recent time, they have experienced growth in sales of its own label products to markets. So we're informed that they're now supplying supermarkets their labeled products so that they have experienced growth. That's what they're trying to say. And they're saying that they also predict that they'll continue to experience growth as a result of their increasing distribution network, because now Then now you have a wider range of supermarkets they're supplying to, they have a wider range of stores they're supplying to. So they know that basically their growth is definitely assured because they are predicted that they're going to experience growth in that area. And not only that too, even his website as well, through through the website they're selling a wide range of products, and it has also been successful since the emergence of COVID-19, because they also told us that COVID-19, if you remember from the pre that COVID-19 brought so many challenges. But because of the online websites, since COVID-19 started, they've been able to what, experience growth, they've been able to experience success in the online space through their online platforms. And they also plan to what, develop this even more, to even sell more products. Then they gave us information about our CRM, the customer relationship management, and the customer retention. You can see that this is basically what they are basically breaking down the two objectives, which is to what, expand their products and market, and what they are expand their customer relationship plan, which is basically the two strategic objectives. And I emphasize and I always emphasize, please and please, the strategic objective of the company would always be what they will center the case study around. Now, here they're just basically breaking down those two strategic objectives and explaining more and more about it. So they have talked about the first one and the second one now, which is the customer relationship management. So they told us that customer retention and loyalty are critical to the achievement of the strategic objective. The board recognizes one of the most important determinants of its future anticipated growth is encouraging customers to buy more frequently. So that's what encourage. So through encouraging their customers to buy frequently, they know that okay, basically future growth is going to be achieved. And it is best and the best way to achieve this is what? Through a strong CRM. So if they're able to develop a strong CRM where they can have good relationship with their customers, then growth is basically assured. All right. So growth is basically assured. You understand? So that's why it has set out as that set out in the second strategic objective, which they gave us in the preseen. So preseen is always connected to the unseen. Students should please stop saying preseen is useless. It's very, very useful. It's connected to the unseen. So the students coming out saying, oh, in the unseen, everything was different, it was useless. That means you did not digest the preseen. Let's be honest. Because if you actually digested the preseen, you know all these things we have heard it before. We have heard it before, yes. Introducing diabetic products, it's not going to be new because you know that you saw in the pre-scene that they told you that they're going to expand their market and products. So introducing a new product that should not be new to you. You should be able to have that. Okay, there's a possibility. Now going into the south region of Nigeria, that should not be new to you because what they told you that they want to expand their market. And they are particularly in Lagos and Abuja. So they want to expand their market. And they told us that they have about 30 stores and maybe 20 franchises or something in Lagos and Abuja. Of course, 30, 20. That means in almost every location in Lagos and Abuja, they have at least one store. So basically, if you're saying that their objective is to expand their market and products, would they want to still expand where they have almost 50 stores? No. They want to go to other places. So you saying that, oh, hey, expansion to South region, I never expected it. Hmm. That means you do not digest the prestige. So once you digest the prestige, the unseen, you will not be totally in shock because all these things we anticipated them. So Spicey considers a key factor in building their customer relationship. And he believes that e-business is a key feature of strengthening and building strong customer relationship. So those who basically what the trying to say is that building customer relationship, building customer loyalty is critical to the success of our business. And they told us that in the precinct as well. Then they gave us information about diabetic chocolates, where they told us that the details of diabetic chocolate and two other products too. I know we're told that they have like limits, they have constraints, limited capacity. So this is taking us to limiting factor, which was done in performance management. And that's why I tell a lot of students that please, if you want to split, like for instance now, some students will say they want to split, they don't want to do all the five papers together. That's fine, that's okay, it's not a problem at all. But please don't take a study first. Like for instance, you say you want to just do advanced tax and case study, that you do SFM and C and the rest later. Please don't take case study because case study the is like the umbrella that covers every other course. So in case study, you will see financial reporting. Yes, you see financial reporting, your ratios, your standards, all those things that in financial reporting, right? In case study, you see performance band. Like now, look at this case now. We're looking at what limiting factor here. In case study, you will see your corporate strategic management and ethics. Now we're looking at Ansoff's growth matrix. So in case that's why I kind of feel like that's the reason why they put case study as the last exam that'll be written, even on on the examination timetable, because you need the knowledge of everything, all other courses to do case study. Case study is like the father or the gum, the super glue that brings everything together. So they will expect that you should have known. Do you understand? Ah, they bring this thing now. No, it's not in the syllabus. They will expect that you should have known for you to have gotten to the stage of case study. Then you have done all this. So that's why I always say that don't go solo. Have a group. You cannot learn everything. How many do I want to remember? But have a group of people. Learn. This one should say, this one should say, this one should say. Keep an open mind. Case study is not a case that you just do my own self, whatever I see, my own self. No, have an open mind because you never can tell. Somebody can say something that, oh my God, that would just be the point of rescue for you. So now in this case, we're going to be dealing with limiting factor. Now we have diabetic chocolate and two other products. And it told us about the temporary storage of materials. See, the Spicy's other book, the diabetic sales projection. Now, in our class, when I'm going to be looking at the solutions, I'm going to be digesting this and breaking this down. So I'm going to still do another video where I'll be explaining all this. So don't worry about it. This video is just for us to go through the unseen. The solution video, I'm going to still upload that. So we're going to be looking at all this information. We're going to be breaking it down one after the other. Do you understand? So don't worry about that. We're going to do that. Then give us the strategic acquisition as well, the income statement of those two companies they were considering to acquire. They give us the changes in equity, the financial position as well, then notes to the account. This notes to the account too, or notes to the financial statement. We're going to be looking at it too where we're looking at our solution video, because I don't just want to be talking and say, oh, add this, plus this, minus this. I want you to see how it's going to be done. So I'm going to be looking at the question. I'm also going to be looking at how the question fits into or how we solve the question. Do you understand? So we're going to be doing a solution video as well. So basically, that's the information. And they kept emphasizing using specified ratios. Using specified ratios. So these are the specified ratios that they kept saying, these four ratios. So even if you have learned 52 ratios, wow, amazing. You don't need up to that. You just need four in this particular case study, because they told us that we should use the specified ratios. And they were even very nice in this case study. They even told us what we should add, put together to get the answers we need. So we're going to be doing all that in our solution video. And exhibit 10. So they gave us a newspaper article. Is spicy really spicy? Eating fast food in Nigeria may pose dangerous to one's health because of unhygienic premises, bacteria. And a reporter said, okay, oh, he was undercover. He went to Spicy manufacturing facility and he almost looked perfect from outside, but it was another thing inside, that there were garbage cans close to the mixing room, many decayed unused materials littered all over the floor, that they don't think that they're actually upholding hygiene or environmental sanitation, like they were saying. Like the sanitation is very, very poor. So this is something that we should also talk about, so that please, or you people, your disease and everything that they're saying, what's up, what's going on? So this is also like a question we have to ask her. What is this? Like, what's going on in this? You understand? So we have to talk about this as well. So this is something I can talk about, like all these ethical issues, how they're doing the right thing. I know they were telling us in the preseen too that, oh, when it comes to sustainability, environmental sanitation, environmental protection, they're doing well, they're doing this, they're doing that. But and the cover reporter entered and said, you are not actually really doing it. You understand? So this is like an ethical issue that we can raise. Please, are you people honest? You're saying A, but somebody entered and says they saw B. You get, so this is something we can talk about as well. Then NAFDAC also said something too, that they told them that they should stop using bromates Bromate is a preservative. Potassium bromate is a preservative. That they should stop including it in their manufacturing goods. But a recent report is saying that they are still using it, and then they need not to emphasize to them the health implications of that preservative. Therefore, this is their last warning, their last warning to them, that if they don't do it, if they don't stop using it, that they'll close down their factory. So this is also something we can also talk about soon when we are actually preparing our report. But we look at all that in our report as well. All right, so that was all. That's all about the May 2024 diet. So that's all the information that we're given, and that's all the information that we needed for the to solve the case. So I'll stop this video here because I don't want it to be too long. I just wanted us to just look at the case study together, analyze it together, talk about it together. So in the next class, that'll be the next video I would do. We'll start taking it up. We'll look at requirements one, look at requirement two, we'll start solving the question, saying all those areas that which we some areas that could have been a problem, how we could have solved it, and then the full report, how it should look like. So please, this video is just to help you to be able to identify the areas that you need to work on so that in subsequent case studies you will not make the same mistake again. All right, so with that being said, this is the end of today's class. So in the next class, we'll be doing solutions again, like I said. Please and please, if you have not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button now. Please subscribe, please share, let everybody benefit from this good thing that you're benefiting, right? And please like my video, comment. If you have any question, let me know. If you'd like to get our books, the books that will help you or aid your study, please just reach out to me in the my DM, or email. I'm going to attach all the information, my WhatsApp number and my email address in the description of this video. Just check the description of this video, you'll see it there. And I'll see you in my next class. Bye.